Hello. All right, we're just going to give people a few minutes to hop on, get a drink. I have coffee tonight, which is unusual, but I'm feeling like I need it tonight.
Shouldn't have filled this up so early.
Oh. My cup's nowhere near as large as his. So we've been having crazy weather here. It's been raining for I don't even know how long. We've gotten so much. Our basement's been leaking. It's been a good week.
Yeah, lots of fun.
I'm going to try to invite people.
Without starting a conversation.
Lots of fun.
Well, there we are again.
That happens every week. Sorry, guys. You think I'd learn? No, I don't want to chat about this live. That's what I did last week. Sorry to all of you who got included in that chat.
I would have found it pretty funny.
Did Facebook change how you invite people?
Oh, more than likely.
Sorry, guys. Because the only button I see is this. Deckman's on it.
I wonder if it didn't create an event.
Oh, you can't invite people if it's not an event?
No, but we can take a bunch of people.
Why don't we stop this live and start again, because no one's here anyway. Unless you can figure out how to invite people. Share? No. Because see, there's this little thing, but that makes you chat about it. Let me try from my... Since my phone's telling me that Draco's live. Let me try.
And there's our first joiner.
Is it me?
Yep.
It's always me. No, I don't want to chat about it. All right, well, whatever. Hopefully people will see it and come on, because I don't know how to invite people.
I can just take. Let's close the Firewise out. Who should we call?
Call Ghostbusters!
I think it's not going to let me do that either. Why would it? I'm just losing track of names, one of the two.
Okay, well, we should probably get started, because anyone watching the replay is going to be like, this is ridiculous.
That's true.
So hopefully it'll pop up and people will join. If not, hello, I'm Narika. All right, so last week we started talking about email marketing providers, people like MailChimp, Constant Contact, ActiveCampaign, Ontraport. I could name more, Aweber. Anyways, so we started talking about them and why they're important and why we use them and all that jazz. So to quickly recap from last week, what exactly are features?
So features in the email marketing provider is basically your campaigns, your segments, certain list features, analytics, a wide variety of things. Sometimes payment processing is included, logic, rules. The list just goes on and on. They're basically just a set of things that they can accomplish. Oh, maybe.
Oh, I just shared it to a group.
Okay.
I could figure that out. Anyways, all right. So let's get started with the features on this week. What is a campaign and what does it do?
So a campaign is, from a MailChimp perspective at least, I'm going to really focus on that because we're trying to really appeal to, the smaller businesses that don't want to fork out hundreds of dollars a month. So a campaign is basically a set of rules that tell the email marketing provider what to do. So a campaign can be something as simple as one email message that goes out to your entire list, or it can be something like an automation that says every time someone joins a list, it automatically sends out an email, and then a day later it will send out another email, and then 5 days later it will send out a survey saying, hey, are we spamming you too much?
All right. What are segments and lists?
So segments and lists sort of go hand in hand. Your list is just generally the database almost that collects all of your contacts. So the emails, names, phone numbers, addresses, whatever you want. A segment itself is basically criteria that allows you to search your list. So if I want to find out in my list of 500 people who received the last newsletter, I could easily query that. If I wanted to find out, hey, who actually clicked on my link to go to my blog and who's just hitting the delete button every time I come into their inbox, I can find that out with a segment.
Interesting. Okay. What are forms?
So forms are how they get on your list. So you'll see them consistently on websites. They'll be, sign up for this ebook, give us your email address, sign up for our newsletter, give us your name, your email address, your birth date so that we can spam you on your birthday like every other company around.
Spam you. What's that the technical term for that?
Well, no, the technical term is so that we can engage you and make you feel loved. But really all I want to do is send you a bunch of newsletters and then get you to buy my product.
But let's just clarify. When you get emails from us, it's because we love you.
Well, yeah.
Hi, Kelsey. Hi, Carrie. Thanks for being here, guys. Okay, so we have all these features. Oh, that's what a form is. Yeah. It's so we have all these features that now I know you said you were talking a lot about MailChimp, but most of these providers have the same fundamental
They
features.
have basically the same thing. Everyone will have a list. Everyone will have some form of form that you can fill out, whether it accepts credit cards, whether it just accepts names, email addresses, that depends on the provider. They're all going to have something like a campaign that will set out certain rules to send out text messages, send out emails, tell it to move them to a specific list if they don't click this link.
Oh.
You've also got your segments, or sometimes referred to as sequences, where it's a preset stage of rules that say, okay, you haven't clicked in 3 times, I'm going to blow you off my list because clearly I'm not getting to you. Or I'm getting to your spam, or I'm going to send you an email saying, are you sure you want to be on my list?
Okay, that makes sense. I just wanted to say, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but our youngest is on a sleep strike right now. She's babbling away in her room. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but just in case you're wondering what that weird noise is.
Hey, Lori.
Hey, Lori. All right. How do we make all of these features work together, and why do we use, what's important? Why? I'm having a hard time tonight. Why do we want to use all these features? How does it benefit our business?
So what you want to do is, one, you need an opt-in form, because you can't really get any form of list unless you're writing them out in Excel and then uploading them every time, or collecting emails outside somewhere and just manually inputting them. That's pretty time consuming in the long run. So you want the form to just be on your website, be on Facebook. They subscribe right through there and they go ahead. Then they're added to the list, which organizes them. You can have 1 list, you can have 200 lists, all depending on what you're promoting at that time. I didn't forget, don't worry.
Kelsey.
So lists, and then we move on to something like sequences or your segments. So if you want to find out specific information about who's doing what on your list, you can run a segment, I get them confused every once in a while, against your list and find out, okay, so-and-so's clicked this, but These 5 people haven't touched my emails in the last 2 years.
Okay, why do we want to know who's clicking on our stuff? What is that for?
So it comes down to who's actually engaging in your content. So your ultimate goal is to take the email and bring them back to your website, or send them to an event that you're hosting, or some sort of course that
Whichever
you're launching.
platform you're kind of using.
Exactly. Right? Another rule of thumb, a lot of mail providers have a certain contact limit before you need to upgrade it to a different plan.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So something like MailChimp, I believe it's 1,000 contacts.
So if you have more than 1,000 contacts, you can't send out.
Basically, they send you an invoice, and if you don't pay it within 30 days, they blow away your account.
Oh, that's good to know. So it's not like you just can't send more than 1,000 emails. It's if you have that many people.
They also do have email limits. So every email you send out counts against that limit. So if you've got 1,000 people and you send out 2,000 emails, MailChimp wants money.
Apparently, Kylie has something to say about that.
Apparently. She doesn't like to pay.
Okay, that's interesting.
And then, so that's forms, lists, segments, or your campaigns, which are your set of rules. So,
sorry, guys. Being entrepreneurs and parents.
And then you'll want to specify rules. So-and-so hasn't communicated in the last 2 years. Well, maybe we'll bump them over to the lower list so they're not getting our weekly newsletter. They're just getting a promotion every month type of a thing. So you can sort of manage your list that way. Or in the end, if they haven't communicated or clicked a link or done anything with your emails, it just automatically removes them for you. So it's sort of an automated cleaning process.
That's nice. To keep you organized.
Exactly.
Something that people have asked me before, and I hope you know the answer to this because I didn't ask you earlier, but there's rules about people's emails, right? Like they have to subscribe for you to send them emails. How does that work?
So there's 2 types of consent. There's implied and express consent, which you have to obtain one or the other. So if I go out and I search the internet, I find 500 emails and add them in, I am now breaking the law. I can be fined depending on where I am, as a business, as a person, for breaking the anti-spam laws. So something like express consent is they've gone to my website and they've said, I want to sign up, and they fill in a form. Whereas
so they've authentically given you that
exactly.
email.
I think I got them backwards, but the other form of consent, again, another thing, it just comes down to they need to give you consent.
So say someone, I'm going to use Kelsey for an example since she's on here. Someone hires Kelsey, she's a photographer, to take pictures, and they converse through email. That person hasn't technically said, yes, send me your emails, but because they've hired her, does that allow her to put them on her list?
It does.
Okay.
Only because they have had some form of business relationship with you. So that's more implied consent. So I've engaged with you, I've purchased something from you, I've already provided you this information, so I can send you emails.
Good to know. Good to know. Sorry, I know that was kind of off topic, but it's something that
It's a common question.
Yeah, people ask all the time, like, oh, like, can I use this person's email? Am I going to get in trouble? So I just wanted to put that out there so you guys all know. So basically, the best part about email marketing, maybe not the best part, but a really great part is the opt-ins, using it with those forms. Somebody just gave us an angry face. I'm sorry, whoever that was.
They're worried we're getting
Maybe they
spammed.
don't think opt-ins are very fun.
Or it's extremely delayed. One of the two.
Maybe. Anyways, so using your form on your website to get people to opt in is really important to build your list so that you have those people to communicate with, to engage with, because those are the people who are watching you and you will hopefully will eventually buy from you.
Exactly. So I know sometimes these things seem fairly confusing, And, like, what am I actually doing when I sign up for MailChimp? And I get lost because I see this form and then suddenly it's telling me to create some form of thing called a campaign. And then it brings me to this weird editor that asks me, do I want to enter a bunch of code?
If you've never used it, if you don't understand, like if for people starting out in business, I mean, I know for myself, I have him, so I knew a little bit more, but like if I took that out, I wouldn't have known what an email marketing provider was. I would have thought, okay, I want to send, people that I work with an email. I'll just type up an email and send it in my Gmail account or whatever. And so it can be really confusing to figure out how these email marketing platforms work and how to use them to the best of their ability. And MailChimp is the one that most people when they start out use because, like we said, it's free up to 1,000 contacts. And when you're starting out, you don't have 1,000 contacts unless you're, a lot of people. I don't know that many people, but so it's really important to learn how to use these so that you can help grow your business, because over time you will get 1,000 contacts. But if you're not connecting with your audience and you're not engaging with them, how are you ever going to grow that list?
Exactly. So what we've done is we put together sort of a 3-part course. We sort of announced it last week that it was coming. It's all on MailChimp, video tutorials. She's very excited about this right now. Apparently.
Can you guys hear her? Oh boy.
So this 3-part series is now open for, I guess, opt-in would be the best word.
We have an opt-in about opt-ins. Okay, I'm the only one who's really excited about that.
Apparently. So I'm just putting the final touches on the course, hopefully tonight or tomorrow. It will be ready. And if you head over to our website, which we will post the direct link in there.
Chimp in the background.
Something like that.
I love that, Lori. Yes, she's a chimp. Oops. There we go.
So that's our main website. I'll post the actual link to the course for you because Kim forgot.
Awesome. I was busy with listening to the chimp.
I'll post that in the comments right after, but what it's going to do is bring you right from step 1, creating your MailChimp account, and moving upwards to getting your list set up, getting an opt-in form designed and looking pretty, your emails all set up, and then after that, it's going to show you how to interpret the analytics and understanding some of the more weird features of MailChimp. So your click rate, your open rate. Hey, Lindsay.
Hi, Lindsay.
And all that fun stuff.
So it's basically like a step-by-step. It's a video tutorial, which means you can watch it. And if you're anything like me, when I watch video tutorials, I often watch, pause, write stuff down, or do what it's telling me to do. Play, watch a little more, do it again. So the good thing about this is you'll be able to do that. It won't be live like this where we're like, blah, 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 talking at you. And you're like, wait, hold on, what were you talking about? It's all on video. Another angry face. I'm sorry if you guys don't like this. Anyways, so it's all there. It will be released. You'll have access to it. You'll be able to watch it over and over again if that's what you need to do, because we really want you guys to be able to figure out this MailChimp. I think it makes a huge difference in your business. If you talk to people who have big email lists, they'll tell you opt-ins are a great way of building your list, and engaging with your audience is super, super important. Oh, Kelsey, you're the one sending me an angry face. Well then.
She says it's by accident.
We'll talk to you on Tuesday. Anyways, for reference, Kelsey also works at my daughter's childcare, so I know her personally. What was I oh yeah, so it's really like coming from somewhere where I didn't know much about email marketing providers, and I wasn't Mr. Tech Man who just knows that kind of stuff. I feel like it will really help you figure out the basics. And that's something that I hear from clients all the time is they're like, you know what, I have MailChimp. I don't know what to do with it. So this will really help give you the basics. And then, of course, if there's anything you can't figure out, we're always here. We'd love to answer your questions. That's why we do what we do, to help you guys out. So
Exactly. So it's basically taking you from step one, signing up, confirming your email, all the way to getting your list going. So I'm going to show you everything in between. Of course, it is the basics. I'm not going to go into super in-depth, like, hey, here's how to HTML code your email by any means. Don't worry. Or at least not yet. So I will post that link in the comments right after we're finished. And you guys can head over, read a little more about it. You can sign up. You will get a welcome email right away. And then in a couple days,
it's automated.
Exactly. In a couple days, I will release the code, which drops it down from $59 to absolutely nothing.
Free dance. Sorry. Okay.
Sorry.
Did you just apologize for me?
Yes, I did.
I'm the fun. Website stuff's not always fun. You got to put a little spin on it to make it exciting, and stop looking at me like that. Okay,
All right.
moving on. Does anyone have any questions before we go deal with that chimp that's making all the noise in the background? I really like that you referred to her as a chimp, Lori. I'm going to use that.
Yeah. Well, we do call her monkey quite often.
Yeah, we do. All right. I know the comments are delayed, so it's hard to know if anyone's actually...
Yeah, we'll probably get like 20 notifications as soon as we get in. So
Someone's dancing. Lori, we're dancing.
there
She's
you go.
dancing with me. See, I'm not crazy. All right. Well, thank you guys so much. We really appreciate when you pop onto these. I know there's so much stuff going on Facebook and social media, but we really appreciate that you took time out of your night to come hang out with us. We will be back next week. Not about email marketing providers, something new.
Yep, we're doing something new and switching it up. So keep an eye out for that.
We'll be you'll figure it out based on our Facebook next week, but it's exciting as well. I'm excited about this one. Not that I'm not excited about the rest of them, but this
Actually,
one.
I'm pretty sure I get to drill you with questions next
Oh,
week.
you just let it out of the bag. That was going to be my excitement for next week. Next week, I'm answering the questions.
So let's see how red-faced we can make her.
Oh, gosh. Yeah. All right. So thank you guys so much. We love you all. Oh, Alice, you just joined and we're saying goodbye. So hello and goodbye. You can catch the replay. Yeah. So if you guys have any questions, though, leave them in the comments. We'll get back to you or send us a message. We'd love to help you out. Hi there, Mark. Oh, Alice. You make my heart so happy. All right. So have a great night, everyone. And we hope that you guys, if you opt in for the MailChimp, if you use MailChimp, I know some of you probably have bigger lists and aren't on MailChimp anymore. But for those of you who are, I would love for you to opt in, watch the video, and let us know what you think. This is something new we're doing, so we would love some feedback. Also, if you have any feedback about these lives that we're doing or something that you're looking like, hey, I really want to know about this, send me a message. I'm making a list of everything that people ask me kind of thing, and we're putting them together into groups of topics kind of thing. Yeah. So, yeah, if you have a question that you're like, hey, I would like a whole live about this, let us know. We'll put it in. We're here to help you guys. So when you tell us what you need, we can provide.
And also, don't forget, keep an eye out for that link. I don't see Jennifer on here, but I'll probably take her in that because
she's starting with MailChimp.
Yeah. Krista as well, who just joined.
Hi, Krista.
I think would also benefit, but we'll get you that link so you guys can get going on the course very, very soon. I'm going to try to get my stuff together after the girls are actually in bed and get everything all set up so that I can get that out to you ASAP. All right.
All right. Thanks so much, guys. And like I said, if you have any questions, let us know. We're always here to help you. Have a good night.
See ya.